Hello, everyone. We are back once again for probably the biggest match yet of the tournament. We have Delta, one of the best players, and currently in second place, I'm pretty sure, and Civ, who has been undefeated and easily the best Silksong player ever. This is going to be an insane match. I mean, looking at this, you would think that Delta stands no chance, but the thing is, these guys are so good that if Civ even makes one small mistake, Delta could take it. Like, this is going to be crazy. With me here, I again have Popless Rebel,
Yo,
another top runner for Bell's Route.
dude, I'm excited.
Yeah, same. This is going to be great.
Yeah, I think Civ's route choices, latest patch bells. Oh, okay. It is. It is fixed.
Oh, we're good.
I didn't know he came back to the good side. I mean, what? No, he's fine. It's an okay route.
All right, we're going to quickly check if both of our runners are ready, and we're going to get started.
I mean, you would think that in the time that it takes from when we started the stream till now, they already finished the match. No, they're that quick.
Honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if they already started their own tournament.
It's like that SpongeBob meme where he goes, "Do you want me to do it again?"
All right, here we go. We are going to have a quick freeze from Civ, so Delta has time to catch up, and we can timer sync. So right off the gate, you can see the difference between these two runners and everyone else. I mean, look at this movement. Yeah, there's
We're
going to be a
gonna see
lot of
very
glazing today.
familiar movement compared to Comsub, like very similar movement between both of them. Delta actually holds the Comsub for Mosquerado, which he is known for being an absolute literal robot in terms of neutral pogos. You can even see his split name Comsub or Reset.
Yeah, so we'll be seeing them pretty much even for a while. Civ is only one neutral behind. Wait, it's possible to get a 129 entry into this room? I didn't even know that was possible. What?
These guys are on a different level.
Here's Moss Mother. It looks like Civ actually does right side instead of left side, which is interesting.
If you do left side, you can get an extra hit. I believe you can do it on right side as well. It just depends on how long Mossmother stays in the transition between the first stagger and when she starts moving.
Wait, Delta got a 231. Alright, Delta's got to reset. Run it back.
It's not comp sub, you know, so maybe go next. Give the point to Civ. Papa.
Elok, ababa, mimido. Korok,
Mio fene?
mimido.
Da, fenestra.
Fine,
Nesvir?
fine, pataka.
We better say double 110 bone bottoms.
Ooh. I don't think that's gonna happen though. You can see a little bit of missing. I would say it's nerves though. You can see both runners having such clean neutrals. Was it a double 110? I think Delta got
I
a, like
think so, yeah.
a 110 as well, yeah. Little mishap there from Delta, but I don't think it's like one neutral does make a difference. Every second loss is an advantage to the other runner. Because these guys are on such a high level, they want to have as many seconds of advantage. It's not minutes, it's not like 12 seconds, every second matters. You can see, even if their PBs are one minute away from one another, but that doesn't mean much in tourney, and so they need every second they can get.
And also for anyone who is new to Silksong and is wondering what release patch key is, so pretty much in normal route, Bell's route, we will grab Cloak and go up to Greymore, and Greymore to Shellwood, and then get Shellwood, Bell, and go to Blasted. They do not do that. They go through Deep Docks, the Marrow, and Moss Grotto, or sorry, not Moss Grotto, Moss Home, and they grab a ton of rosaries and buy the key, allowing them to go up to Shellwood and get Cling Grip through Wormways and go to Mist instead. It saves around 90 seconds to a minute, or 2 minutes, 90 seconds to 2 minutes.
Give or take. Yeah, depending on the runner, of course.
Yeah, and it is currently the fastest route.
The debuffs that come with release patches that you have cloakless wall jumps, which means with cloak you don't need to be on the wall already to do a wall jump, because you can buffer your jump before it hit the wall and it immediately jumps. And without cloak, you will need to already be on the wall and then jump, which makes into a much harder movement, especially in like heavier movement areas like Architect Melody or Enter High Halls, for example. Like anything that is movement heavy, going up the Cogworth Dancers, anywhere basically that you have wall jumps, you need to be very precise. As well as some enemies do 2 masks of damage. The Clappers in High Hall's Gauntlet have 50 more HP, which is a pretty big difference if you look at a Clapper kill from anyone running Bells or any other patch other than release. And then you look at Key, it looks like they never die.
And there it
Both
is,
runners.
flawless Belvies from both runners.
That is beautiful, and they're basically on the same pace right now.
Yeah, honestly, it looks like Civ is behind, but there's also only a second difference in the timer, so I think they're actually at like the exact same point.
Yeah, it's 1 second difference, yeah, they're basically on the same pace. I wonder if we're gonna see the new Architect strat that we have.
I actually haven't seen the new Architect strat.
Well, you're in for a treat because it looks really cool and it also feels really cool to hit if they go for it. Yeah, we might see a few timers sync ups since Civ has a lot of load times. So bear with us here, but it should be fine. Not too bad. Occasionally we're gonna see the timers sync.
I mean, yeah, right there, that shows that even with the timers unsynced, they are still on the exact same pace. Like 8:18, Maribel, the same time. That is insane.
They are literally 1-to-1 on the same pace. It's beautiful. The only difference is that Delta saved a second on Moss Mother and lost a second on Silk Spear. Which could be like 2 neutrals missed. Which, if you think about it, is nothing. It's barely anything, but it means a lot. It's a lot more meaningful at this level of gameplay. Even their neutral sound sync. That is crazy. You can see both runners have a little bit of a different strategy to do Flintstone Pogo, but still kind of the same. Like they still get it done.
Not gonna lie, I've been thinking of going back and running Keyred again.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know, Sawtooth is fun, but like, Keyrout saves 2 minutes, so like...
It is faster. Beautiful arenas. I believe Delta gained about a second over Civ. But regardless, still, I would say exact same pace. A second is meaningful, but not as much as you would think.
Yeah, looking at their timers, I'm pretty sure Civ is around a second behind.
So now will be any Lace 1 enjoyers? Yeah? Anyone likes Lace? Unfortunately, we don't get to see Lace 1 because you go to the left. And we start the Rosary farm. They have been farming a little bit of Rosaries every now and then, killing an enemy, grabbing a Rosary string. But now is the main part of the Rosary farming. This is a very tight route, and if they don't hit the exact number of 500 or more, they will have to backtrack and get the Rosaries, and that is very unfortunate if you don't get enough Rosaries. Yeah, so Civ's load times have been an issue for him for a little bit. He said that he can't hit the 0 cycle fog, steam cycle before Clockwork Dancers because of it. which would be like 2 seconds time save. So if Delta hits it, that's a little bit of an advantage over him. It is unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. I mean, the man holds the world record. You can see it. Having bad load times doesn't mean you're gonna be a bad player. Oh, they are synced. They are synced beautifully. I think it's about 1 second away instead of the timers, but still very, very close. If we measured the game with RTA, with real lifetime, Steve would not be first. You can see a little momentum stop there from both runners. If you sprint, jump, and then hit a nail while holding sprint, your sprint will stop, and you can keep your... You can still sprint into a ledge and then jump, nail, and go up without getting flung to the side. And we do use it quite a few times in the run. And that's one of the ways you can get up to the elevator, because getting up to the elevator from Moss Home to up top before you go to Warmways, it's a pretty tight skip. It's like saves what, 0.8 if I'm not wrong, and it looks very neat, and those momentum stops are very useful. Now to Warmways, Civ getting the beautiful Warmways skip. Same with Delta, very cleanly done, and Civ should be, I would say, about 7 seconds ahead.
Ooh, Delta accidentally fell. Whoa, what the hell happened to Civ?
Pretty bad. Did he get hit by the... Did he get hit by one of the bugs?
I think he might have, yeah. I mean, yeah, 2 mistakes like that, put them even again.
Yeah, now they're
Wow.
right against each other, yep. And they're done with Warmways. Very, very well done. A few mistakes from both runners, and that's why they're tied, not one in the lead. Now we get to Cling Grip. I don't know if one of them is gonna hit the flower skip for a Cling Grip, because it's a little risky to go for, but I guess we'll see.
I mean, they have the health to go for it.
They do, yeah.
I think Civ will go for it. I don't know about Delta because he is on 3, but I think Civ will.
I think at 3 HP it's more of the time loss problem if you go for it. Like 3 HP is pretty free to go for, and Civ
There it
goes
is.
for it. Beautifully done. Ooh, okay, that's kind of fair. Delta try to go for it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can get a high spawn and just go for it, but it's not guaranteed, because that flower can spawn kind of very low, and you wouldn't be able to just pogo off of it, but it was a good try. Lost him about 0.5, and that's fine. So now Civ should be about, I would say, still around 7 seconds ahead, give or take. 7 to 10 seconds. And now they go to Widow. I love the pogo dash moves. They look so cool.
I agree, yeah.
Ooh, nice sneaky nail from Civ. Getting a spear and a nail on the ground attack. And a spear before Widow goes off screen. You can see they got these fights done so well. They know exactly what they're doing. They know where Widow will spawn. That is a beautiful Widow, wow. $128 on kill, that is very, very good for Widow. Delta getting, I think it's a 32. 32 on kill as well, very strong. But Civ pulls through with a few more seconds of a lead with that Widow fight. Now, even though you can get a fast Widow kill, the movement here in the Dream is still very important. They've got it down pretty well. They know exactly the exact movement to hit. And Delta will need to play a little faster now to catch up. But both runners look like they've got this down really well. Very well done. Still very close, even though we're just getting out of Widow. You can see they are about, I would say, 15 seconds apart. Yes, I believe Steve holds the Act 2 world record, and Delta is the best Act 1 player.
Pretty sure Civ holds Act 1 and 2. I could be wrong.
Really?
I mean, we did see his crazy minus 30 pace the other day.
Right. Yeah, you might be right on that one. Alright, it's less than 15 seconds difference, but it is still about, I would say, 10 seconds. And they're very close. Act 1, for the question in chat, Act 1 and Act 2 world record, it's more you happen to see a run from one of the top runners, or they send their splits and you can see their time. We don't really write down the world records, but the top runners kind of keep it in their mind if they happen to make a breakthrough, get a better Act 1 or Act 2, like the best one ever done. And now getting the nail upgrade, they are going through Greymore and Hunter's Mark, Sinner's Road, my bad, to the Mist. Now even for top runners, the Mist can be absolutely brutal. They are prone to falling off the Mist, they are prone to dying in the Mist, they're prone to RNG. Now even with bad RNG, you can still play really well. And so I think it's pretty good to say that, pretty safe to say that top runners have already solved the Mist. They know exactly how much time they're gonna take in each room. They know in which exits they're gonna go to then from the entrance that the room that they go into to the exit that they go into. They've measured like the exact movement where to go, and so this is basically whoever gets the better rooms gets the lead.
And it does look like Civ actually has some time save over his PB in the mist.
Yeah, 1 minute missed. Beautiful Shalom skip. The Shalom skip is much harder to do without cloak. With cloak, you can kind of just hover above Shalom boy and get up, but without. Oh, Delta getting a little bit of a mishap there with the movement. Civ just entering the mist, I would say he has a little bit of a bigger lead now. And we get into the mist. Decent 2 rooms for Civ on the first 2 rooms.
This looks like pretty good RNG for Civ here.
Now he needs to go to one of the side exits, which you can immediately go to the left. That is really quick, 30 seconds.
Yeah,
on
that's
the third
a
room.
2x crossing. That's kind of insane.
Now he gets M5 with 2 right exits. It doesn't matter though, because that's one of the rooms that he needs to get the butterflies. And they go left, which is pretty quick for him to go to.
This does mean he's gonna have to juggle.
Unfortunate.
Will he gamble it?
It looks like he might. No, he's taking
not.
it safe, which makes sense. He is not playing it risky, just going all in, and Delta getting out the mist right after, and Steve right after him. Steve had a really good luck on the first half of the mist, but got M5 on the 4th room. Sorry, the last room. Had to go left, back into M5, the room with 2 exits. If it has 2 exits, you can't just go into one of the right exits. You have to take the butterflies. And he played it safe, and I would say that it was a smart decision. Because if you don't play it safe and you fall or guess the wrong exit, you're out. You gotta do the whole mist again, and at this level you can't just do that. So it's much. If this was an offline run, maybe he would gamble it because of the start of the mist, but you wouldn't wanna put it to chance in the tournament because you don't have an option to reset here. And because of the unfortunate luck that Civ got and the quick playing of Delta, they are now tied. I would say Delta is a little bit on the lead. Holy phantom fight, dude. Wow.
Wow. That
Civ
was
catching up all the time loss that he had on Delta. Yeah, basically 1-1 right now. Again. Delta caught up in the mist, Civ caught up in Phantom. Both had very good fights. Now for what Ivy said in chat, I don't think they are gonna take safety benches. Maybe the High Halls Arena one, but other than that, I don't think they should. They can't afford that time loss. Even if it's 5 seconds, you don't want to lose any time here. Both runners gotta play at the top of their level. And now they finish Act 1, both on very good pace.
They are
In a tournament.
literally synced. Like,
That's crazy. Wow.
Yep.
You watch the
Oh my-
cutscene at the same second.
Hey.
Man, there is
Civ,
no
mute your
way I
mic.
just did that. I might be behind. I'm not looking
Dude,
at Delta stream.
This guy.
We have third commentator.
Like, it's literally frame perfect sync. Oh my
That's
goodness.
insane. That is insane, dude. And it's been 27 minutes into the run and they're tied to perfection. Wow. Now after Act 1, they're approaching Cogworth Dancers. I wonder if Delta hits the zero cycle.
That would actually put him in the lead here.
Yes, he does.
Yep.
Very well done. Unfortunately, as I said earlier, Civ cannot hit it due to load times. But that 2 to 3 second time loss is not as significant. It might be, who knows? We might get to the end of the run, it might be a 2-second difference. Who knows? But that's
For guys, Silksong is pay to win.
Just whoever has the best computer, right?
Skill doesn't mean anything.
Obviously, both runners going for the scream skip. The first phase of Dancers is scripted. And you can see some pogo dash moves from Delta. Civ not hitting it,
What
and
the
both
fuck, man?
runners
Why does
healing.
that happen?
You can hear. He needs to mute his mic. Civ getting an unfortunate pattern and still just tanks the damage. I don't think he's gonna heal for the third phase. Delta up ahead by a little bit. Almost done with the third phase.
Ooh, Civ's on 1 HP.
Oh no! Oh, that's pretty tragic. That's very bad.
That's bad.
At the third phase of the fight, thanks to Dancers, due to him, he took a unfortunate hit on the weird pattern for Dancers. They have a pattern where it's very hard to dodge. It's not impossible, but if your positioning is weird, it's gonna be very tough to avoid it. But then a very unfortunate death from Civ, and now Delta on a very, very big advantage. And at this level, a death like that, you're gonna have to play really, really well, and also hope for your opponent to make a bunch of mistakes for you to catch up. Tiger, do you see what I see?
Yeah, that looks like a blue raid. Thank you so much, Blue.
It's
Welcome
like
in,
5
everyone.
people, at least.
A little bit. A little bit more than 5, I think.
Maybe 50, you know, give or take.
So for anyone who didn't see, Civ unfortunately died to Cogwork Dancers, putting Delta quite a bit ahead. But I mean, there is still quite a bit of the run left, so anything could happen.
If both runners are playing really well right now from here to the end of the run, then Civ will need Delta to make a big mistake. That's about, I think, a 2.5 minute time loss, give or take, which is very, very meaningful. For context, this is basically the number 1 and number 2 players in Silksong playing against each other in a best of 3. Yes, it's a speedrun. It's an 80% Silksong tournament hosted by Taiga, the GOAT, the one and only, the best of them all.
Okay.
Do I keep going?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Oh
And,
wow,
you
that's a
should
goal from
expect-
Delta.
Oh wow.
Very
Pretty
nice.
big gold. You should expect very high level gameplay here, even though Civ lost a good 2.5 minutes to dancers because he died to them on the 3rd phase. It's not the end of the run. Anything can happen. And Delta now approaching Trobio. Yeah, so you should expect a very, very high level race. The names of the splits, don't worry about them. That's
We're
just how
ignoring them.
speedrunners are. Yeah.
We're
Don't
ignoring
worry
them.
about them.
I will talk with Civ about it after the match. And here we go, Delta entering Trobio. I still have no idea how you do scream skip, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I've been trying to do it in my runs, and I don't know how it's done. I can't figure it out.
You need an exact amount of damage. Delta got a spear, but I think it was a little early, and he was missing one nail hit. The exact amount of damage I don't remember, but it's more of a vibe thing. You do the fight enough times, and you just kind of know when the scream is, how much damage you need to skip the stagger. Now Delta not even healing, just going for it, and got a 135, I believe, kill on Trobio, which is pretty decent. I think it's gonna be like a 154.
$153.
That was close. Close enough. And Civ getting both runners golding out Whispering Vaults Arena. Wow.
What was Civ's Whispering Vaults there?
It's a 146. Which is
146.
very good. Community sum of best would be 144, I believe.
We cannot hear Civ's audio because Civ is not currently in the lead. We do not want to overlap the audios because it will get very overwhelming very fast. We used to have it like that and it was not good.
Now Civ approaching Trobio while Delta is getting Clawline. Trobio! Very clean movement from Delta getting up to Clawline. Got very early into the Clawline room. And Civ, I believe, over-damaging Trobio, but it was worth it because he had full Silk. If you over-damage him, you won't get the Scream skip, but you can get a very good amount of damage on him. And he should be done with the fight anytime soon. 132 Trobio.
Very nice.
And Delta getting a beautifully orchestrated Clawline arena. There's a specific amount of silk you want to farm to kill the big guy when he arrives right away. And that is a 203 Clawline, which is very good. 203 Clawline, because it'll be a little slower than later patches because you don't have cloak and you can't do the little skip on the guy leading up in the lava cycle room. You gotta go around. And Civ is gonna need to play really, really well to catch up here. Still on 2.5 minutes of time loss. Or lost 2.5 minutes to the death, which is very meaningful. Beautiful skip on the lamp thrower from Delta. And Civ not doing any pogo dashes. Usually would pogo dash in that room, but he was on 2 HP, and so a little mistake there, and he dies. Fortunately, every skill in the game that you grab heals you to full silk, full HP, and that saved him from being at 2 HP for the rest of the run. Because the next bench you have is at the end, where you grab the cylinder.
Yeah, sadly, I think the only way that Civ's going to catch up now is if Delta dies.
Yeah, even if Delta makes some minor mistakes, it's not going to be enough. They're both playing key route, which is cloakless. You don't grab cloak. Instead, you grab a simple key from Bone Bottom and go to Warm Ways. That way, you get to clean grip 90 to 120 seconds before. It saves quite a bit over bells.
And here we go, Delta heading into the Architect's Climb.
I don't know if Delta is gonna hit the new strat. I know Civ might go for it. Yesterday we had Javier come up with a new strat to the Architect Climb to Cog 08. That's the name of the room. Where instead of going to the right, you go to the left. So you get a harpoon, ledge jump, and Delta going to the right but missing the cog. Very unfortunate. He's gonna have to take his time here. But instead of going up here, you would go to the left, and we might see Civ hit it. I'm not sure. But that is a pretty costly mistake. Now, what people don't usually talk about with these runs is from Clawline Arena. From the moment you get Clawline, let's say you don't decide to take the bench, until High Halls Arena, you cannot get hit once. Every HP you lose is the HP you're gonna go into High Halls Arena. And if you decide to grab the bench before High Halls Arena, you're gonna be losing about 5 seconds, which is quite a bit. You don't want to lose those 5 seconds, and so doing all those splits hitless is extremely impressive, and that's the level they play at. Ideally, you don't want to get hit. But if, let's say, you're 2 HP where Delta is right now, you're going to go down and to the Grand Reeds, or there's a few enemies that do two masks of damage because it's release patch. You're going to be at a pretty stressful area where you can get one shot. And Delta on 3 HP, that means he is not at a good place in terms of HP. He might grab the bench at Enter High Halls, but who knows. Very clean drop though. Getting through the Grand Reeds with no loss of HP. Now usually in Bell Route you would go left because you already have that open, since you go 2 Cogwork Dancers from the left. But in Mist Route or Key Route, whatever, you do not go. You go to Cogwork Dancers from the right, and so you need to do this climb. That is not very easy to do. There's a bunch of enemies. You do a lot of damage, and Delta gets through it at 2 HP. I believe he is going to take the bench. That would be a smarter choice. Not going for the bench. That is brave.
Interesting. That is very risky.
Brave. Now, for context, for anyone who doesn't know, there is a bench on the left before that climb, and that's what I was referring to, the bench at Enter High Halls.
Maybe he doesn't know that he's ahead.
Maybe. Beautiful skip there with a harpoon. You can skip that ring with a pretty precise jump into a harpoon. And oh my god, it's the room.
OMG, it's the room.
OMG's the room in 2 HP. Gets a very clean gold pixel. Takes the bench, that makes sense. That's the bench you grab. You're gonna lose 5 seconds, but at this point, to be honest, even if Delta doesn't know he's ahead, that would be worth it. Going into High Halls Arena with 2 HP is a very, very risky thing you can do. And Steve golding out Architect. Beautifully done. And on his way to enter High Halls as well. Now, High Halls Arena is the choke point for most runners. Top level, not top level, it really doesn't matter. You're gonna have people, you can fumble at any point in the run, in the arena. Doesn't matter how many times you've completed this arena. You can do it deathless for 10 times in a row and still fumble and sub point. It's very risky. It's very dangerous, especially on release patch where clappers have 50 HP more than any of the other patches. That means they're gonna die way slower. And Delta halfway through the arena at 3 HP is gonna need to get a heal at some point. And Steve did the, oh my god, it's the room. Or he is. Oh, quick. The quick setup. Beautiful one pogo. And Steve entering High Halls Arena as well. While Delta is on the second to last wave, entering the 2 clappers now. Might heal, because being 2 shot to clappers is a very, very smart from Delta. You do not want to be squishy here. It's a very risky place. Oh no!
Oh.
And now Steve gets the lead while Delta comes back to High Halls Arena.
Okay.
Civ is not
Sorry,
muted.
Delta.
Ivy might want to switch audio.
Okay. Please, no kill me.
I think Civ has realized that Delta died.
And now he is getting through halfway into the arena. That made the match much closer. Now Civ in the lead by a little bit. I would say about 25 to 30 seconds. This is gonna be a close one. Delta needs to get a heal there. Very smart. And Steve on the second to last wave, also about to enter both clappers. Probably gonna get a heal. He's 1 off, but he has a little bit of a silk on the right. He didn't take it. Very smart heal though, even if it's 1 HP again. You do not want to be 2 shot to these guys. They are brutal. They're absolutely brutal. Very smart going under the clappers, pogo dashing through the clapper. If you do it in the right height, you can get through it. Getting the first clapper and the second one. Beautiful 220 ending. That should be a 301, I believe. Conductor, it's Melody. And Civ claims the lead while Delta is in the double clapper area. The last wave of the arena. A very risky pattern that doesn't get hit at all. Trying to get as much damage as possible. Even if you damage tank here, you just want to get through this because Civ is in the lead and it should die. Very much well done. And a very unfortunate death. For the question in chat, yes, you do have nail 1 in this fight. You grab it after you finish Widow. They're still not too far from each other, and as long as Civ doesn't make a few small mistakes or a major mistake, he can win the match, but who knows? I mean, you've seen it yourself. Delta lost about 2 minutes in Conductor's Melody. Oh, that's gonna be unfortunate from Delta accidentally spearing, losing the silk he had to heal. And so he either... Oh, he's taking the bench. That makes sense.
Alright, it does look like we're switching back to Civ's audio. Praying that he behaves.
Gets audio.
And here we go. Here's Lace 2.
Lace 2 is such a cool fight. It's such a fun fight to do. Get it all up in her face. No fear, just barely scratching the hitbox. Already getting the second scream. Oh, this is gonna be a quick one. He's not gonna damage tank. Usually you would want to damage tank the circle attack, because she won't do another one if you do. And the fight should be over. 214
Wow.
ending. That is
Don't fall
beautiful.
into a mist. Okay.
And we can still hear. That should be a 334 Lace 2. 214 on kill is very good. I know Delta is gonna lose a little bit more because he did take the bench on right before High Halls Arena, but still not very far away from Civ.
Imagine if
Also
I
no
died.
damage tanking, which
don't.
I would understand if he would damage tank there, while being a little bit far behind. And
I won't,
224
I won't.
kill, which with taking the bench is very quick, very impressive from Delta. That's a good Lace fight.
That is very, very nice.
To catch everyone up, Steve died in Cogwork Dancers, getting all the way back to Grand Bellway, and then was 2.5 minutes behind. Then Delta died in the end, the last wave of... was it the last wave? No, one of the last waves of
It was the
Iol's
last wave.
Gauntlet. The last wave. Oh yeah, he died in the double clapper. Yep. And also lost 2 minutes while Civ caught up and now in the lead, going up to GMS while Delta finishes Lace 2.
Alright, let's get some Silk Ds in chat for both of our runners here entering GMS. We have 960 viewers. We can flood this chat. Let's go.
Go crazy, people. Show some love.
Fucking suck, man. Like, I don't deserve this. Whatever. Imagine if I died. Would be pretty fucking funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, this guy has a potty mouth. Holy. And we will be switching over to Delta's audio. This guy.
You love to see it. So now you can see turnaround spears, you can see dash hit cancelled, you can see pogo dashes. So much tech in one one Grandmother Silk fight, you want to just get as much DPS as possible. Most likely going to heal, not healing. I think he's saving the heal for
He
the.
is scaring me.
Yeah, he saved the heal for the stagger, which was a little slow. It was, I think, 128. Now both runners are on GMS. If Civ dies, Delta gets it. If all Civ needs to do is finish up the fight, Delta needs to play as quick as possible to catch up.
Now you see, if Delta had Sawtooth,
Sawtooth and release patch? Ayo.
someone asking in chat, do they know how far the other runner is? It depends on if they're looking at the stream or not. I prefer if they don't look at the stream, but I honestly didn't expect them to whenever I started the tournament, so I never made a rule against it. And now some runners do look at the stream mid-run, which, I mean, not much you can do about it. So,
What a dodge
and there it
from
is.
Civ
Jeez.
into the end of the first run. And what a roller coaster of a run. I mean, both runners getting a death each that cost them about the same time. What a run. That would be just over a 53. Very impressive. In a tournament, hitting a 53 with a death, which is insane. Delta deciding not to heal finishes up the fight, and that's it for
GG.
match 1. That's one point to Civ. Now Delta needs to win 2 matches in a row, and Civ needs to win 1. What a match! Up until what was it? Dancers, I think. They were right up against each other. And they finished very close. I mean, 46 seconds away from one another. That is still very impressive. 53 from both of them. And I believe we're going to go into a 5-minute intermission. And then continue
Give
to
our
the second run.
runners, give our runners a quick break, and we will be back with you guys in a moment. We are back. All right, let's see if both of our runners are ready to go, and let's get started again.
They really gave us an entertaining match one.
Agreed, yeah, match one was very fun. I hope we get a round where neither of them die. That'll be fun.
It would be extremely close, yeah.
Oh, looks like Civ is letting us know that he did not know about the mic.
Are you sure? I don't think I can. How did you assume that? There's no way you would put a text prompt on his screen saying he didn't know. Mistakes happen, and we carry on onto the second match. They are just about to start. In a moment.
Civ still has the thing on screen, bro. Civ, please. Okay, well, Civ is... We're gonna have to restart here. Civ, come on, man. This is not cursed at all. Delta. I just damned him like 10 times.
I guess Civ can start and we can sync it up.
Yeah, Civ might just have to go. Alright, I have told Civ to just go, and we'll sync it up. It's gonna be a little bit cursed, but hopefully it'll be okay. Imagine Delta's stream on pause and he's like in the main menu.
Would be funny.
So what we're doing to fix this is we are just going to pause Delta's stream, and once Civ catches up, then we'll unpause.
You know, obviously Delta just is so much in the lead that he just had to wait a little bit so Civ can catch up. Very clean Moss Mother. Be a 230, I believe. Not 230, sorry. 231. 230 would be Comsub territory. And here we go. The run starts.
Hey, come on. Hey, look, I'm Papa. Prataka. Mimit.
Buenera.
Prataka.
Mio fene?
Guruk.
Da, fenestra.
Sin. Pratine.
Ivy's gonna have to pull some crazy magic to have these streams caught up to each other with a 3-minute difference, but I'm gonna try our best. And oh, I'm guessing that's ads happening.
There's no way. Ivy, is this ads?
Uh-oh. Is Delta's stream live right now?
Oh, this is going so well. I want to apologize for the technical difficulties. We are trying our best.
Yanara.
His stream is still up. I just think we're getting ads. I honestly don't even remember Delta getting affiliate.
Is he?
Apparently, I have a sub in his chat. I don't even remember that.
Due
it
to
looks
ads,
like
we're gonna have to
our-
pause the timer a little bit.
Yeah, looks like our restreamer is fixing everything up real quick.
this stuff happens. Keep in mind we are live. It's not a pre-recorded video or anything, so it can happen.
Wait, that would actually be so smart.
Like pre-do the.
Yeah.
But being live makes it hype. True. This is what you all are here for. And Civ getting through the Bell Beast. Should be needing just 2 nail hits. Beautiful Bell Beast.
Nice.
So for context again, for anyone that tuned in just on the second match, both runners are doing key route. We're just syncing up the timers right here. And key route is you don't take cloak, so you skip out on blasted steps, more wing, cross skip, and Hokards, which is quite a big sum of the run. And instead you farm rosaries during the whole start of the run. Once you get 500, you go to Bone Bottom again, grab the simple key, go to the left to enter Warpways, and go around Warpways to then get Clean Grip. But you have to do the whole route without Cloak and on Release Patch, and excuse me, and it can only happen on Release Patch. A lot of enemies do 2 masks of damage. It's much harder to do wall jumps because you can't buffer your jump like you have with Cloak. And the Clappers have 50 more HP. It's a much, much more brutal route. And there we go. The timers are synced and we carry on. And even after all that funny stuff with the streams, everything is running and they are on the same pace. Man, I love looking at top player neutrals. They look so clean.
Almost makes you want to run any percent.
I don't know about key route, but any percent, yeah, 100%.
100%. That's what I'm saying.
100%, yeah, I'm gonna run it. Yeah, that's what I meant, right? 100% is also a very cool category.
%, is actually what I'm personally running at the moment because True Ending is going through some stuff. So
it looks like a really cool route. I'm probably gonna hop on that train as well at some point soon.
what, 100%?
Yeah.
You should. It's so fun.
It looks fun, but I'm not yet. I want my name to be up there on the top one for once, and then maybe. And you can see they're still basically on the same pace. Now instead of going to lace 1, they're gonna go left and start farming rosaries. If you're a lace 1 enjoyer, you're not gonna get to see that fight, unfortunately. No lava dips today. The chest run quick is very difficult. You can easily mess up a pogo or a sprint jump. It's a very tight movement section, and you can just see they know exactly what they're doing. Beautifully done. What happened in the first match is Steve lost 2.5 minutes to dying at the end of Cogwork Dancers, and Delta died at the end of High Halls Arena. And so they tied up almost, and Steve took the point. That's what led Steve to catching up. Now they don't want to have any less than 500 rosaries. It looks like Civ is gonna have enough. Just grabbing the last rosaries he needed and getting the simple key being 501, just one above. And same with Delta at 502. Just scraping the 500. Oh. So getting a little bit of an issue with the funny Archie bug. That should lead Delta to catch up a little bit, and they are basically now, I would say, 2 seconds away from each other.
You know, I was literally just about to unmute and say that Civ is on 49 pace right now. Too many donks. That's great.
It's the pre-com curse. You just you don't even need to say it. We just need to think it, and it's just gonna happen.
My bad.
I'm sorry for thinking. Oh. Steve having a little bit of issues with movement.
Yeah.
It is a very hard section for movement. Also getting
And
down
very
to
RNG
2 HP.
heavy too.
Yeah, the worm patterns are basically fully RNG, so very tough to get through it without getting hit. And now both runners on 2 and 3 HP. It's gonna be pretty risky.
is on 2 HP, so If he goes for flower skip, that would be insane.
That would be extremely risky. For 2 to 3 seconds, I don't know if it's worth it for him. But it would be cool to see. Unfortunately, Steve needed an extra Garma. And is missing a few Silk.
See, will he go for it?
Nope.
That looks like a no.
Oh no!
Oh!
Oh no! And maybe not going for it was the right choice.
Oh my goodness, he got sent all the way back to deep docks. Oh no.
Oh, and he didn't take the bone bottom bench. Oh no. That is very tragic, and that gives Civ a very, very big lead.
Yeah, that's
Extremely
like a 4-minute
tragic death.
lead now.
Damn. He will have to do warm ways again, yes. Delta died trying to do the flower pogo in clean grip. He was at 3 HP, you tank one hit from the flower, and you have to pogo up to it. And if you get hit by the AoE attack of the flower, you lose too. And that's how he died. Very unfortunate. However, it is the start of the run. It can still change, but it will need Save to make massive mistakes for that time to catch up.
Yeah, I think he may need to die twice now.
Yeah, once is not gonna be enough. I mean, Delta is just now getting into warm ways. It's a very big time loss. And an extremely clean Widow. 130 kill. Not the best for him, but very good and very consistent. I think I also have the pre-curse. I was about to say Delta needs to play really clean, and he falls down.
I think we need to just like leave.
Like why are we even thinking? I'm sorry for thinking, dude. Now Delta on 3 HP again. I don't think he's gonna go for the flower skip again. I don't think there's a need for it.
But it'd be really funny if he did.
It would be funny if he does.
Imagine the amount of hype in the chat, like, just thinking about it.
It would be content, that's for sure. I'm sorry for having a brain to think of how they're playing. It happens, you know. Unfortunate death. And he doesn't go for it. Makes sense. Just gotta get through it and carry on.
I'm pretty sure it was too low anyway. I don't think he could have gone for it.
Can you get a too low of a spawn?
I think so.
You still can't say Civ has it in the bag, but at this level, with such a F4-minute time loss, is very meaningful. Even though you gotta respect the immediate just carrying on and going right away, not stopping, no throwing, just still running from Delta. Very, very impressive mindset there. Because you could also just go, nah, I'm not doing this, and stop. But he is not stopping. He's still carrying on, and you gotta respect it.
Catestre. Fadastama.
For context, Delta died in right before on the room before clean grip, attempting a flower skip on 3 HP, tanked 1 hit on purpose because that's how you do the skip, and lost 2 HP to the AoE attack of the flower. And finishing up phase 1 Widow, while Steve is on his way to the Mist. The Mist, I think the Mist is the most important part for Steve to get through, to really put down the gap that's currently between them. And anything can happen still.
Yanara.
Now getting into Sinner's Road. Gonna do the Shalom skip. It's such a cool skip. A very hard one without cloak, but it looks so sick.
Delta is saying in chat that he might just give up if Civ doesn't die in the mist, which honestly is valid.
I would understand that, yeah. Smart juggle.
Whoa.
A little close call there. At least it was contact damage and not a grab, which would be 2 damage. And now he just needs to go to the left. That's halfway.
37 entry.
Getting M5, ideally, you don't want them to go left. Them going right, he might get M7, which would be very unfortunate. Not getting M7. Is that M5 2 in a row?
I don't know.
Or did I mistake the room? Oh no, you can go M5 right. If it's a right, yeah. So if it's M8, yes, thank you. So if you do get the 2 right exits and the second to last room is a right exit, you can just go to the other one. I sometimes forget the specific room names. That will conclude a pretty slow mist, but still, that is not nearly enough to get the gap between Delta and Civ caught up. You could definitely see that he didn't go for speed there. He just went for consistency in that mist. He could have gone quicker, tried to play as quick as possible, but I think it is better for him to play safe there. With the mist being the mist and Civ just playing very well in general. And Delta is now on its way to the mist. We're gonna see what happens there. What a quick phantom fight, wow. Delta lost 4 minutes to dying in Clean Grip. Yeah, I believe if you do OG mist route, you would want a down patch for mist juggling. And Delta seems not to get the Shalamis skip. Failing it a few times. Gets it in the end. But that makes the gap a little larger than before. This route is on release patch though. So if you do run OG Mist, which is Mist route, it's the original, not through warm ways, but you do get Cloak. We call it Cloak Mist. Then yeah, you would go down a few patches. $27.19 Act 1. Pretty solid for Civ. And we'll see what happens. Delta does not seem like he's gonna stop here. And he's gonna continue on. We'll see what happens on the rest of the mist. That's halfway. And they go up, and that means that he can juggle the room and just go to the right, and he's done. A little stressful there with the race, though. Doesn't even need to juggle, because he can just go to the right here, and he is out. While Civ is just entering Cokework Dancers. Getting the scream skip, it's a scripted fight. You can practice it. They got it down so well, Civ does it beautifully. And does decide to heal at the end, which makes sense. You don't want to do this fight at 3 HP. Especially when he has such a lead. There's no need to risk. All he needs to do is play consistent. Missing a spear there, but even though he got the unlucky pattern, he was still able to finish up the phase, even though you can still dodge that. Damn, pretty close calls on both phase 2 and 3, but still gets through it. Not taking any damage, while Delta is on 1 HP, but finishes up Phantom and gets into Act 2.
Someone asking in chat, Silk Spear does 3 times the damage of her needle.
That Kogru movement is so much more difficult with no cloak. You gotta do that pogo dash to clear that gap. I do recall Steen saying in his post-match interview that Delta will die in high halls. At least it wasn't the comms to curse.
Wait, that's what we have to do. We have to make it more interesting by talking about Civ's run and cursing him.
See if not getting the patterns that well, you know. Might even take damage on the on the pogo dash here, not getting damage. Unfortunate. Oh man. Oh, he saved time on his run. Now getting onto Trobio, while Delta is entering Cogwork Dancers. The gap is pretty large, it's about 4 minutes between one another. Even more, I would say 4.5 minutes. And yeah, Delta hits the, he did the 0 cycle on the steam room, where you don't have to wait for the cycle to go on. And everyone, yell to the top of your lungs. Trobio! You gotta love it. You know, Civ would make the match a little more interesting if he does take a dab. Now that would seem rigged if it happened, but I don't see that happening in this Trobio fight. And I don't want to do a comms curse on purpose. I mean, the man's playing really, really well. And I say that as it tanks 2 damage, but still finishes out Trobio pretty quickly. And Civ really doesn't need to play quick here. He just needs to play very consistent to take the second point of the match. And no, Civ does not pick up the claw mirror. I know there's some Trobio mirror enjoyers in the chat.
Alright, let's just ban him.
Point and laugh.
Okay, what is a split name?
I don't even know. From what I know, Civ's chat decides split names. It's not up to him. And now you can see the pogo dashes there, where he couldn't do it in the last run because it was on 2 HP, and that would be too dangerous to do. But he's now he was on full HP. He was able to do the movement properly. It looks so cool. And I'm getting some word from Nebula that clawline split name is from Civ. That makes me question my life choices. But we carry on with Civ entering the clawline arena, Delta in the Whispering Vaults arena, just about to be done. And Delta just needs to play as well as he can. Alright, maybe I'm not going to talk about Delta's run. Civ just finishing up the Clawland Arena in a very clean manner, getting a 203, which is pretty good for a key route. All right, I want to see it again. The one name of the one boss, the one and only Drobio. And Civ just finishing Vault Keeper Melody in a very quick manner. That should be a 145 or a 6, I believe. And now to Architect Split. I want to see him hit the new strat. I actually wasn't looking in the last run. I'm pretty sure he hit it because he did gold it. So I would assume he did hit it. And it's a very new strat. It started yesterday and you can see players already hitting it in runs. I have tried doing it a few times. It's a very cool strat. And if he does it, you'll be able to see the new strat. He did? Okay, thank you. So usually you would go to the right in Cog 08, which is the room under the Architect puzzle. The big room with the... It's a very movement-heavy room. And we had Javier come up with a new strat, while a good amount of players also contributed to the strat itself to maximize the time save on it. Usually, if you go to the right in the big room, you'd be barely reaching the fast cycle, which is the cog on the top left, which we will see Civ do. But I don't think he is going to go to the right. I think he's going to go to the left with the new strat, and it saves 0.6, I believe, which makes it much, much easier to go for that strat. Oh, and you can see him go for it. You go to the left here up the cog hallway, get a few pogos, and you're already up. And it is much, much faster. Easily reaches the fast cycle. Beautifully done. What an architect. Wow. And I just need to get through the puzzle.
Civ golded Vault Keepers. That's huge.
Oh, wow.
He's so close to a 48 Civ best. That's insane.
That is absolutely monstrous. And that probably isn't going to be a gold because he missed a little bit of the puzzle, but that should be, I would say, a 214 architect.
I'm guessing 215.
All right. Yeah, he did a very clean Krog 08, showing us the beautiful new strat. $213. We were both close. And now on his way to high halls. You guys better get your emote ready. It's gonna happen in a little bit, but still make sure you have the emote ready, if you know what we're talking about here. It's a specific room that everyone likes to refer to when it happens.
Some may say it's the room.
It is known as the room. And a runner favorite. And in this level...
We're like 2 runner favorites.
Fair
Only
enough.
2.
Fair enough, fair enough. Getting a very clean harpoon, the ring skip there with the harpoon into the ledge. And oh my god, it's the room. Oh my god, it's the room. Oh no, not the room. And he gets it second try, the one pogo, beautifully done. The meme is just that it's the God Pixel. That's the name of the trick he just did. You can squeeze through a gap in the hitbox of the spikes and barely get through it. And the emote is a guy pointing at the God Pixel. Now into High Hall's arena. He did grab the bench, that was very smart. No reason to not grab it. I mean, with such a big time difference. All Civ needs to do is play clean. Hopefully we don't see a death in the very near future. You know, because Delta is a little bit far behind, you know, so maybe we get to, you know.
Come on, Sif, throw for content. Please. This was supposed to be the match I farm content off of.
We are gonna get to see more exciting matches in the future, you know, so this is only the semifinals.
Spears there for Civ. Enemies not wanting to cooperate.
And he's deciding not to heal, staying at 2 HP, very dangerous. And he's still not healing. One touch from the flying enemies and he gets demolished. And that is a smart heal before clappers. But very dangerous. Very good double spears, a lot of double spears here. Getting really lucky with the RNG. Takes care of the first clapper and the second one. Tanks hit, unfortunate, but he gets through it. I don't even know why he did a silk spear there, but he does. And he still has the chance to throw for content, I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't matter how good you are, you can get a little bit of a throw off from Lace 2 or GMS and still lose the run. It can happen.
I'm gonna go give
Even
him
though I
10 stuff
think
real quick.
And even if he gets a death, Delta needs to play at the top of his game. And I think one death is not going to be enough even to catch up this lead. It's going to need either two deaths from Lace 2 or one very late death in GMS. Not even. It's gonna have to be a pretty bad mistake for the gap to be filled.
You Civ, you want to die so bad. You want to die so bad.
Dude, Lace 2 is just the hardest fight in the game, you know? I mean, especially for Civ. I mean, he's known for messing it up, right? Oh my god, it's the room ×2! And he hits the God Pixel in beautiful
Love to see
fashion.
that. Commentators
Again,
curse, do your thing. Civ is going to get Calm Sob on both splits. He is so good at the game. He's got this. I believe.
This is all for good sport, by the way. We love both players. They are great. Delta taking a very risky heal at 1 HP. Almost getting hit by the enemy, but gets through it. And now Slave entering Lace 2. Barely scraping the hitbox. He's done this many times. Like hundreds of times. There's no way he can fail it. I mean, what? Who said that?
Honestly, I think we should
Unfortunate down.
qualify Civ for the start of the match where he had the thing on screen. We have to go again. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. A 4-minute DQ. A 4-minute penalty. Getting a Silk Spear on the stagger. What a quick fight. That is 216. That should be about a 336. He is not going for top speed. He's going for consistency. Just to finish out the match. He does not need to go quick. There's a big gap between him and Delta at the moment, and all I need to do is finish up GMS and not pull a scene. I mean, not fall into the Lace 2 dream. Who said that? I'm looking at the chat now. They probably said that.
Oh, hi, Scene.
Oh, Scene is in the chat. Who would have known? Much love, Scene. And Delta getting through Conductor's Melody. And should be on his way to Lace. While Civ is entering GMS as we speak. Can we get some Silk Ds for GMS, for Civ, for quote-unquote good luck?
Not gonna lie, I'm thinking GMS is really in the need of a hug right now. Come on, Civ, you're a good guy.
You know, the
Give
string
GMS a hug.
attack. Don't you like getting caught by the string attack? He is absolutely pummeling, going nuts, just needles and turnaround spears and pogo dashes and harpoons to keep up the damage. But not a pogo spear on the stagger. What a quick
Goodness.
119 phase 1. two attacks on the before the screen, there's a little bit of a narrow window there where you can get a little bit more damage in. And all he needs to do is not fumble for him to finish the match. Nice wall spear. Barely getting through that attack. That's the last stagger. Civ gets the win.
And there it is.
Pretty bad, Jonas. GG's Delta. Sorry for doing it.
Hitting a 51, a low 51 in tourney. Very impressive.
Well, do remember that Delta is not out yet. Delta can still dominate the losers bracket, which honestly, there's a good chance he does with how good he is.
His next match would be Golem, right?
I'm unsure. Yeah, I think Delta is going against Golem, which I think Delta is actually who Golem lost to last time. And then we will
Civ.
be seeing Scene versus Civ, which will definitely be a fun match. Scene, I know you're definitely in chat shaking in your boots.
You can see Civ is apologizing for the previous occurrences of what happened in the stream. Yeah, I'm getting a rematch as well.
I don't think Civ knows that we want little amounts of swearing, but it's probably fine.
He's apologizing for not going to blasted steps.
But before we get as Delta's finishing up here, I want to quickly give a shout out to everyone. Shout out to Civ for being absolutely nuts at the game. Shout out to Delta for also being absolutely insane. Shout out to Popless for being an awesome co-commentator and also an awesome runner. And huge shout outs to Ivy and Cute Puppy for restreaming. This entire thing would not be possible without them. Also, if you'd like to keep up with things that I'm doing, you could follow me. I have more events planned. But yeah, let's get more Soakdies in chat for Delta here finishing up. Very unfortunate death in Shellwood for him, but he didn't give up. Love to see that. He did not quit.
You really gotta respect it. What happened to Delta? He died in Clean Grip trying to do the flower skip at 3 HP, then died to the AoE of the flower, taking 2 hits, and did not take the bone bottom bench, and so he got all the way back to Swift Step. Which, if you do look at the pace, he's on very, very consistent pace, except for that death. You can see the splits. He is tied up to his PvE ever since that issue, the 4-minute death, which is extremely impressive. He even gained time on his PvE. He gained 4 seconds to Lace 2. Also, shout out to Taiga for even making this thing a thing. I mean, I don't think you would have too many people that would go through organizing such a tournament. And I can say for myself for running in the tournament, and I can say for the other runners as well, this has been extremely fun up to now.
Yeah, I'm very glad I decided to do this, and I definitely have stuff planned for runners outside of any percent, because I know there's quite a bit of True Ending runners. True Ending has been blowing up quite a bit, and I know most of our viewers are from Blues chat, so a lot of you like True Ending.
There he goes.
Delta.
GG's hitting a 55 with 4 minutes lost, which means that he would be a 51 as well. Which, wow, you gotta respect how good this guy is. He's truly a monster. GG's.
All right, let's quickly get both of them in VC for interview. Wow, Ivy, you are a lot faster than me.
Yo. What's
Yo.
up?
Hello, Civ.
Hello.
Siv, I don't think you did that Grandmother Silk really well, you know? You
Bro.
lived through it, you know? You like why
You should have thrown.
why not tank a
Man,
death, you know, for content? I mean, what?
That RNG was low key. Like I don't think I've even like I played it kinda badly, but it wasn't that bad. The RNG
Yeah,
was-
he played it bad. Hit a 51. Yeah. Just pretty bad. Pretty bad.
No, but I'm actually kinda disappointed with that run. Like, yeah, 51 was good if the race was close, but I had literally no pressure. So I don't know. I fucked up on a lot of places. I almost died in the last room of the mist. I don't know if you saw.
You took your time, yeah. But it does make sense having a pretty long lead.
Yeah. I think I played it smart. Like I played it to win, and it was smart. But now I'm disappointed of not doing better. Never happy.
It does seem like Delta will not be hopping in VC, which is completely fair after what
It's
just
fair.
happened.
I wouldn't join. Like,
So how do you feel, Siv?
like it's kinda I'm kinda sad for Delta. Like if that happened to me, I would be fucking pissed. Like I was already very mad at dying at Cohort answers, which is 10 times more like reasonable than just dying to Flower Escape sucks, man.
It was unfortunate.
Yeah.
And you decided not to go for it. You were at 2 HP, and
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Like if I was at 3 HP, maybe I would have gone for it. Because I'm 2 HP, you can fall into the spikes. I usually, when I'm 2 HP, I just go for it and. Oh, not 2 HP, 3 HP. I go for it and back off so I don't get hit.
Hmm.
And then I go back
Oh,
up.
you go for the up slash, then go back, and then
Yeah.
pogo the. Yeah, that makes
Yep.
sense.
Even in runs, like, it's so risky. I respect it though. Like,
You
well,
gotta
yeah,
respect the fact that he didn't
Yep.
stop the run
No,
and
yeah.
carried on.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. I was so when I was at the Widow cutscene, and when I saw his time at like +2 and still counting up, I was like, what? I was so sad for him. Like you might think that I'm like just saying it, but I'm actually sad.
If anyone in the chat has questions for Siv, you can ask away. Also, you will be continuing and going against Scene. How do you feel about that?
I need to destroy Sin, Loki. I hate that guy. I'm coming for you, Sin. Be careful.
I think there's a pretty strong question of when is the 49.
Soon enough, guys. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Like tomorrow,
You can
probably.
definitely do it. Getting 2 world records yesterday was actually nuts.
Yeah, I think I was playing pretty good today, but I was not gonna go for a world record. Like my early game was insane that run. I just fucked up at Wormoise. But
I'm
that
also
was
getting
my
a
best pace ever into Wormoise.
I'm also getting a question when you will, if you're planning to run true ending.
Yeah, I saw it. I don't know, like after getting the 49 I'll go to other categories, but I'm seeing a lot of route changes and I don't know if I'll hop in true ending. After 49 I'll do other stuff that is not true ending, but maybe later.
Join me in
I will.
100%. Join me.
No,
Join
no, not
me.
100%. There is no
Oh, you
way
hate
I'm
me.
doing a 5 hour
You hate
run.
me.
There is no way. I liked one bosses. Loki?
All right,
100%
well,
will be
that
too.
is where we will be ending here. Congrats on the win, Civ. And
Thank you.
I know Delta will do very well in the losers bracket. Is there anyone in chat who could do a raid? Is there any chance that like Slorent is in chat and we could do a raid? I don't know who actually has raid perms.
Okay, I'm leaving the call. I might continue stream. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for one run.
All right.
Okay, we'll raid you then.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you, thank you.
When is the next match? They are not scheduled at the moment.
Yeah, this was the last match of this round of tournament. And so the next round would be finals, which is Scene versus Civ. And then you have the next matches are me against Kentiko and Golem against Delta. And that would be the finals of the losers bracket and the winners bracket. And then you'd have the grand finals, which is the winner of losers bracket against the winner of winners bracket.
It does seem like no one is here for a raid, so I will just do this. Everyone, why is my stuff not working? Go watch Civ. He's
Everyone
gonna do
go
more
watch
runs.
Civ.
Go watch Civ. Yeah,
He's
go
not
watch
done
Civ.
yet.
Go watch Civ.
I,
Civ is great. He's gonna get a 49 today. If you want to watch the 49, go watch that.
Hopefully everyone had a fun match to watch.
All right, we will be back with you guys in probably around a week. Yeah. All right, see you guys.